Hi everyone, it's Julie from Your Minute Kick-Ass Chicks, and welcome to the October 28th edition of This Week Next Week. Now, I didn't make myself a little note like I always do this week, so this should be interesting today. Let's see how many takes I do. This is take 2. Yeah, it's probably going to be a lesson to teach me to get off my lazy butt and make myself a list and stick it to my computer like I usually do. But everything is around me, everything's nearby, so I'm hoping that just from seeing what's there, I'll remember what to talk about. Of course, starting with balloons. Halloween this week. My original intention was to make this big, intricate witch, but then this morning I was actually kind of forgetting that today is the day that I record the vlog, because I don't know what it is with this week. There's no reason why this week is so messed up in my head, but it totally is. Today feels like Friday, and yesterday felt like Saturday, and it was just crazy, crazy. So I decided I'll just make something a little simpler, but still fun. So I made 2 that way too, because they're simpler and you make more. So I made the witch on the broom. Isn't she cute? The broom is a little bit giant compared to the witch. I think I could have made her bigger, but still really cute. And if I just flip her off, she can also be like a bracelet. And I think that's what I'm going to be doing for my daycare kids for Halloween on Monday. I'll be making everyone like a balloon bracelet. And for the little guys, I will be making this one, a balloon pumpkin. It's really cute. Not that hard to make. This is the second one I made though. The first one I made, I'd made it too quick and I thought I was making everything even and I wasn't. So when I looked at it, one side was huge next to all the others. So it's like, I gotta start over again. But it could also just, stay on its own there. But with the bracelet, it's really cute. So anyways, those are my Halloween contributions. I have another one that I saw that is Halloween related, but is also paranormal romance and sometimes urban fantasy related. So I didn't feel like I needed to make it this week. It's a balloon that's actually been suggested to me a few times, but I never made it because I never found a design that I liked. But now that I'm able to do things a little bit more on my own, and I think I'll take a couple 3 designs that I've seen and put them together. So that might be next week, if I remember. Probably won't. I need to write it down. But if not, eventually it'll be like, oh, right, I said I would do that balloon. And you'll eventually see it. So hopefully next week. If not, it'll come soon. But there'll be something next week anyway. So there you go, Halloween balloons. Now, before I forget, let's talk about blog. I have 2 giveaways going on right now. Giveaway 1 is from my interview that I posted with Linda Poitvin yesterday, talking about her book, Sins of the Angels. I went to the book launch a couple weeks ago and I had a copy of the book signed, so that if you are in the United States or Canada and you'd like the signed copy, it can be yours by leaving a comment and telling me that's the one you want. Sorry it's not open international, but I'm the one responsible for mailing that one, and mailing overseas is a little bit expensive. Canada Post is very expensive, so it costs me like, $30-40 just to mail something overseas sometimes. So yeah, US, Canada, that alone is going to be $10, so that's fine. But if you are an international reader, viewer, and you are interested in reading the book, the publisher of Sins of the Angels is offering an e-copy that will be emailed to you. So you can enter the same giveaway, same everything for that. And the other giveaway that's going on right now is the Spooktacular Giveaway Hop. It's actually been a lot of fun. For that one, I have 3 categories, and the first book of different series pictured. There's vampires, shifters, and demons. If you, all you have to do is write which category you might want to win from. You don't have to, excuse me, suddenly I have to sneeze. You don't have to pick the book that's pictured. You could pick one of the later books, but in the same series. So, example, Larissa Young's Demonica books is in the demon category, obviously. Let's say you've read book 1, 2, and 3, or haven't read book 4, but you'd like to. You could just leave a comment saying that you'd like demons, and then if you win, I will contact you and you will tell me book 4. And that's that. And that one's open international. Well, as long as Book Depository delivers to you, which I don't know why it doesn't deliver everywhere, but again, maybe I should petition an email so it can bring books to everyone in the world. Alright, so that's what happened in the blog. Right. Book-wise, reading-wise. Beginning of the week, I started reading The Kraken's Mirror. Woo, sorry. And I was super surprised by this book. I read the blurb, and it talked about how the woman wasn't the youngest, and with I guess that's not even how it's worded. It was more of, how it's all about looks and that kind of thing. And so it never occurred to me that it could be about age. And it's a pirate story. Again, reading the blurb, it kind of tells you that it's a little bit of a time travel story, but it wasn't specific, so I missed it. So I'm reading this, I'm like, oh, but you know what? It was a really good story. It is time travel, but it's not made, they don't make a big deal out of it. And I'll explain in my review, it's posting next Wednesday, why they don't make a review out of it. I thought it was really cute, the twist there. And also, the heroine is 53, and the hero, I was confused with this originally. I said he was 55 because at the beginning of the book, it's a prologue, he's 55. But then when the story actually picks up, he's 65. Now, I know a lot of you are like, because, everyone likes their manly six-pack abs and reading about 20-somethings that are falling in love, but I like the lack of drama that you often see in younger couples. The characters were really well written, and when it came to the sex scenes, and there are plenty, and they are steamy, I discovered something about myself while reading this book. I apparently don't really picture them, because if I think about a 65-year-old and a 53-year-old together, that's sort of like my parents. Well, my parents are closer in age. They're both in their 60s, but, usually, right? Because, But I found they were fun, and they were really steamy and well-written, so I wasn't imagining the 65-year-old and the 53-year-old. But also was not imagining the 20-year-olds. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was just focusing on the story. I have no idea. I'll have to pay more attention to that, but it didn't eke me out in those parts. But like I said, I was very surprised. The story is really well written. The author has a really beautiful voice, Maureen Betita, whatever. And anyways, really very good. She has a second book in the series. Honestly, though, I don't know if I will read it. Not because this one wasn't good, but because it's about the same characters. I have to find out more about it. Because my favorite part of this was how she's recently widowed and she's finding love again. And then the pirate has never been able to find love because he's cursed. And them getting together, the dance, all of that, it was just lovely. It was so nice. I love that part of it. And if you're revisiting the same characters without that part of it, I don't know if I'll be interested in reading it. But anyways, like I said, I'll find out more about it, and I'll tell you guys more about it. But so that review's posting on Wednesday. After that, I read, I feel like I'm missing a book. I'm putting the books together here, and I'm like, I'm missing a book. Aren't I missing a book? But anyways, I received Magic on the Line by Devin Monk. Wow! Oh my gosh. I was up really late last night, which is probably why I was brain dead, to finish it. I read it in 2 days, and considering I had play dates and visits and outings and, I went guide meeting and everything, and I still managed to finish this in 2 days, that is saying something. I really like this series. I love Allie as a character, but this is the 7th book, and where the series was going, I liked it. It kind of stalled a bit, and then it picked up again and everything. But this one there, wow, it just plowed, like, anyway, wow! I posted my review for this morning, so you can read it, but, yeah, just awesome installment. Like, awesome installment. So, yeah. Now, I was planning on reading Darkness Rising by Carrie Arthur after this, but I finished it faster than I thought, and then I forgot to ask Jason to go to the bookstore to pick it up. So I don't have it right now. So I'll be starting it after I finish this one. So I just started Heart of Steel by Melanie Brooks. Just started it. The prologue is great. It's letters between him and his sister, and they're funny. They're really cute. So it kind of brings you up to date in a kind of unique manner. I've never come across that. And we'll see. Me and Steampunk, we're We're not the best of friends, but we're not worst friends neither. It really is not my favorite genre, but I really like The Iron Duke, so I'm curious to see this. And it has so far received some pretty decent praise, and people saying that it was like just as lovely as the first book. So anxious to get more into that. Hopefully I'll be finished that by the weekend. That's hopefully posting on Tuesday. And like I said, then the Kraken's Mirror is on Wednesday. And what's after that? Probably Darkness Rising, because Jason is going to the bookstore today. He's going to pick it up. And then after that one, I've got these two guys. Honestly, I've been kind of nervous to read this. Because, well, those who have read Hardbitten know that, holy cow, and oh my god. But this is the continuation, of course, of the story, and is it going to make us happy? I read some reviews for it, and I was still nervous about it because no one is like, oh my god, this is a good book, thank goodness this happened. Not like I'm looking for spoilers, but you know what I mean. But this morning, I read a review. Don't ask me where. I've been thinking about it ever since I saw the book on the table and planning, bringing up the computer and everything. I've been trying to remember where I read this review, and I don't remember. Brain dead, remember. Now, I think one of the main reasons also why I was procrastinating in reading this is because I was worried that it would be a sad book and lots of, oh, woe is me, woe is us, things are changing, everything sucks. But this review said that even though it sounds like it should be, it's not an overall sad book. So that actually, made me feel a little better about reading it. And the other option is Avengers Angel, which is the first book in the new paranormal romance series. And I've read a couple reviews. It was okay, interesting premise. Just okay. Why do I read reviews before reading the book? I don't know. But I'm the kind of person that wants to suck up the information before I jump into a book. So I'll eeny, meeny, miny, moe these two after Darkness Rising, but those are the next two. So not next week, but the week after, those are the two reviews that we'll be posting. And that's that. Now, weekend-wise, tomorrow after my daughter's dance class, we're going into Ottawa to do our trick-or-treating there at my in-laws and at the Godfather's house. And that's about it. It's actually going to be nice to have a nice Sunday. It's supposed to be kind of cold out. I'm hoping that it's not wet cold and just cold, because I'd like Jason to mow the lawn one more time before winter arrives. I think this will most likely be his last time of the year. Poor Jason. He's going to miss it. And and that's it. Just house cleaning and just your typical stuff and getting ready for Halloween. Put on little goodie bags together for the kids in my daughter's class. We don't give candies here because no one comes here. We were ready. Our second Halloween here. The first one we had, oh my goodness, no, we weren't even here yet. We got ownership of the house November 1st. So the first Halloween, I had just had my son in January, so I stayed behind with him, and my husband went out trick-or-treating with my daughter. And we were ready, and the lights were on, the house decorated and everything, and not a single kid came. So then we found out that they actually go to the neighborhood where it's like a newer development. And so it's good because that means I can go too. Because usually there's always a parent stuck at home and the parent that goes with the kids trick-or-treating. So we went all together, the four of us, last year, and it was so cute. Because that was the first time that my son actually went to trick-or-treat. So this year, going again, my daughter at school is going to be like a ballerina cheetah, but it's not a warm costume, so she can't wear it outside, so she's going to be a mouse. Apparently it's going to be a very cold night, so it's most likely going to be snow pants and a snow jacket with the costume on top. And my son, he can either be a cow or a turtle or a dinosaur or dragon, whatever. We have all three of those costumes. He loves to dress up. So on this time of year when there's some good sales, my parents or I would pick up a few costumes for him. He loves to play dress up. Jason is tired of seeing him in dresses, wearing his sister's old costumes. So now we're getting him those kinds of costumes. And every day he changes his mind as to what he wants to be. So I have no idea. I'm hoping it'll be the turtle, because I think that has the most room. He could wear his winter coat underneath it, but not the cow, because the cow doesn't have much room. But anyways, we'll see. We might have to do a little bit of convincing and compromising in that Halloween night. But no, it should be fun. Should be fun. We can't go as long as last year because I threw out half their Halloween candy because I hide it in my room because if they see it, they want it. And we don't want them to ask for it constantly because not only is it not healthy for them, but it drives us freaking crazy. So I hide it in our room, and because they don't see it, they don't tend to ask for it. And by Christmas, it was still there. Too much, too much. And Jason and I do rate it a little bit. We just get good stuff, and then it's all gone, so we don't want to eat that stuff either. No, parents don't do that. Yeah. So we're probably gonna just cut it a little short this year and maybe just go for half an hour or whatever, but we'll see. So yeah, so weekend plans, prepping for Halloween and pre-Halloween, and cleaning my house. So that's it. And whatever you guys are up to this weekend, hope you have a safe and happy one. And see y'all next week. I talked to you.